Hello, welcome to a Thursday live stream. Oh, that was loud in my ear, that tyre squeal. Right, how are we all? Welcome along. Hope you had all a great weekend. I hurt my back, everybody. My back had to be repaired a few years back. And then I did something on Sunday, I'm not sure what it is, and it started going a bit painful. And then yesterday was really bad, and then this morning took me forever to get down the stairs, so I'm not sure how long we'll last. So first of all, congratulations, massive hoo-ha to Lando Norris for winning the championship. He played, finally him and McLaren played a perfect race, apart from the one scary bit with Tsunoda, a bit unnecessary, but I think it showed the maturity of Lando, that he didn't have to leave as much room as he did, but he didn't any issues. Let me know how the live stream's running, by the way. I've made changes to the PC performance wise, and it seems to have made a difference all the way around, but this is the first live stream since working over the weekend to improve the performance of my machine. So let's see how we get on. That is a cracking model, and that is a cracking skin. There's a link to the skins down below, I think. Just have a double check, see if it's there. If not, I will try and get it put back in there. Yeah, apart from the wheel discs, the graphics on the wheel discs are missing, which is a bit of a shame. Would have been nice to see. There's probably an update to that skin, and I've not downloaded it. Who's in the house, Video Gamer Guy? Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Matthew Harrison, afternoon, Matt and gents. Thursday, hope not. Did I say it was Thursday? It's right, I'm on painkillers. So, that explains a lot, including how bad my driving will be today. JJ, hello, chat and Matt. Everybody saying hello, excellent work. Congrats on Lando's World Championship. Yeah, I've got a replica, an exact replica of the trophy that Lando will be taking home. Unfortunately, it's not the World Champion trophy, because apparently McLaren are keeping that for a while, but Lando will probably end up taking home something like this, and this, there you go. It's probably to scale. And look at the date on that. Look at the date on that. 1985, all those years ago. I'll put it over here. Sadly, my tyre stack shelf and everything ended up on the floor, so there's only a couple of things survived. Anyway, shall we go racing? I will, word of warning everybody, I am highly likely to make some very strange noises during today's live stream, because if my back spasms, it causes me issues. Pills, hi Matt and everyone, congratulations on winning the nail-biting F1 World Championship. Yeah, there was just the two moments for me when Lando pitted earlier than I thought he was going to. I thought, all you've got to do is cover what the others are doing. And then obviously the Tsunoda incident with the potential 5-second penalty was a bit of a worry. Like I say, we're not doing this car straight away, but we will come to this car in honour of Lando. We are going to go. We're going to ease into things gently, but we will do some Formula stuff today. And I'm not sure as we're going to get to, so I do apologise if I have to end it short. But we're going to go Caterham Supersport at Road Atlanta Short. We've got 27 grid slots, so we can get a few people in. We're going to do our usual 10-minute private quali with a 15-minute race and a tyre change. Tyre changes are crucial in motorsport these days. How are we all? Fisherman, Cat, hello, how are you? Catalulu, Catahulu, testing me. Fisherman, disappointed Oscar didn't win this year, but congrats to Lando. Oscar's gonna win, don't worry. It moves, and the new engine and the 50-50 electric split between the engine and they have to keep the engine revving to keep the battery. It's whoa! And Max Verstappen did some testing in one of the Formula One sims, factory sims, and he was not a happy bunny with the way you have to drive the car. So Oscar's turn will come. Lando had to, wait a little while to get to where he got to. Not saying everybody should, but I'm just saying it's not the end of the world. Oscar seems like a decent lad. He's I think they pair up really well, to be honest. Right, hopefully lobby's up. That we did some AMS2 F1 today after a long time. It was great to watch. Excellent. So yeah, we got a few things to talk about as well today. We have got Formula 1. Congrats to Lando. Bad luck to Oscar. Well done to Max for dragging his season out of the gutter. And obvious, very, very blatantly obvious. And I've got to say, Red Bull only had one car for pretty much the whole of this season. And when you're under a budget cap and you're trying to get one car, your car's competitive, sometimes you have to go money. LMU's had a big update today. We'll come to that. Did anybody take on the challenge of creating an AI Christmas BRB song for me? I haven't had a chance. I've been more efficiently with the all the gaming and the live streaming. See what, if you want to take up the challenge, you don't have to, but if you do want to take up the challenge, go and dig about on the internet for which is the best AI music song generator and put something entertaining together for the BRB. We have a good handful already, but I thought of a special one for Christmas. Maybe mention a few of the crew. AC Evo did a bit of driving again yesterday. After having a break from last week's update, there's something funky going on with the tyres. And I can't quite nail it. I think the front tyre sidewall is too soft and you're not getting a proper feel for the turning. But then once you pass mid-corner, something happens to the slip angle on the rear axle that makes it snap, but then there's that soft tyre wall, so there's some tweaking to do there. AC Rally, did some more AC Rally. Still not happy with that. On gravel, too bad, and I can really enjoy myself on the gravel, but there's something underlying with that, but we should get an update. When's the update to AC Rally? Is it this week or next week? I can't remember. I think it's coming up, isn't it? And there's supposed to be a snow section in the update. I really hope there is. PMR, we'll have a little chat about PMR a little bit later on with the news that broke. And we need to put it in context, because context is... And on the back of that, Riser are hiring. Riser Studios are... That Riser announced that they were hiring like the next day after PMR's news. I find that fascinating, especially where AMS2's at. So really, really interesting kind of thing happening there. So we've got a few things to talk about. We touched on a few other things, but the Formula 1 is well and truly done and dusted for 2025. I did wake up this morning. I did check all the news feeds just in case McLaren and the whole of Formula 1 had been banned for sneezing in the wrong direction, but apparently not. Stranger things have happened at sea. Video Gamer Guy, driver excuses, that's 2 already, and there's plenty more in the bag. Video Gamer Guy. There was no safety car either. No, there wasn't. I was half expecting one towards the end, which would have really shook things up a little bit. But obviously, you know me, you know I like a good conspiracy fact. I was half expecting somebody to make them have a crash towards the end of the race, but that didn't happen. Maybe those days are no longer. Tony, hello, how are you? Hi, Matt. Oh, I've read that. Average Mike, hello. Congrats to Lando. First time in 9 years there hasn't been Hamilton or Verstappen as a world champion. Yeah, it's nice to have a new face. He's happy, and rightly so. And he did cry, and I probably would have cried as well if it was me. And you've all got to put your hands up and admit it. If you've spent all your young life trying to get to the top pinnacle of motorsport, and you finally got there, you would have had a bit of a blubber in your helmet as well. Not a bit of whale blubber in your helmet. You would have cried in your helmet, a cry. We call it anyway. Let's get racing. Yeah, I've still got a bit of a voice. I am a lot better than I was over the weekend. The weekend I was proper rotten, but then I went and put my back out as well. So, oh dear. Have you seen that Helmut Marko is retiring? Is he really? He looks old enough to retire, but so do I. So I can't really criticise too heavily on that. That is really interesting. The fact that Helmut's retiring. I wonder if Max Verstappen has got a clause in his contract to say if the first 3 or 4 races of the season, if they're crap, I'm off to do endurance. How's that for a call, everybody? How's that? What do we think to that? Conspiracy facts at it again. Video Gamer Guy, please tell me you read what I put in the chats on Evo. Slip-hang all over. It's not right. It's fun though. I feel like it's tiptoeing on a damp track, not fully able to commit. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hinting at a minute ago, to be honest, Video Gamer Guy. After the problems I had with LMU, which we'll come back to, I did some testing in all the others, and I drove the Porsche, effectively trophy / cup car around you know where. And yeah, once you kind of get it, settle the rear axle at the old hairpin square pin, and you settle it in, and you just think you've squatted the back down, and you get on the throttle, and suddenly it'll do this kind of snap wiggle, and it just doesn't quite feel right. You got me. Let's be imaginative with our naming conventions. We know exactly what that means in a month's time when we come back to it. Oh, sorry, Video Gamer Guy. And no, I haven't. I did read something about you saying that. I don't know whether you meant in a long overview. I did see you put something. Every right. First time in 16 years there has been someone from Glastonbury as the word. And yes, Lando is from Glastonbury. Explains a little bit. Some might say it explains a lot. I've got no audio. Oh, it's because I was testing. I had the audio through my speakers earlier. I like audio through my speakers for most games, to be honest, because the way I've got them attached to my rig, I get a certain amount of haptic feedback from the speakers through the aluminium rig. Right, I haven't driven a Caterham for quite a while in this. And I had a bit of an adjustment on the old gaming rig. My frame rate's not very good. What's going on there? That's weird. Why have we gone orange? Things are happening that aren't supposed to happen. There we go. We're supposed to be blue. Now, I gave this a right good thorough testing earlier today, so the frame rate shouldn't be an issue. Glastonbury, if you ever have the opportunity to visit Glastonbury on a nice weekend, it's interesting. It's interesting. They certainly like to live up to the traditions, shall we say. I've never seen so many people dressed as wizards and witches in all my life. I haven't been there for a few years. The last time I went, there was literally a wizard and a witch walking out up and down the high street and out of every shop that you passed. So now, there goes my back again. Yes, going back to what I was saying, I've had a bit of an adjust, and I've moved the steering wheel too far away from me. So I'm relying too much on my shoulders to do the turn instead of my arms, so I need to adjust it tomorrow and bring it closer to me. Going back to LMU and the update, I did the update. I drove the Aston Martin at Silverstone, and it did feel different. And I thought, I need to drive one of the cars that's had a major update, so either the LMDH or the... I thought I need to drive the LMP car, so I came out, back to the main menu, went back in, and I had the infamous doo-doo USB disconnection sound. Couldn't work out what it was. Loaded into Silverstone again, but with an LMP car. Lo and behold, it had disconnected my wheelbase. So I came out, went back in, checked everything, switched the wheelbase off, back on again, back into the garage. Doo-doo. USB disconnected again. Thought, that's weird. I've only just updated the game. So I came out, went into AMS2, no issues, no disconnects. Came out, back into LMU, didn't even get to the garage this time. It disconnected the USB. At which point I'm getting a bit cheesed off. As some of you saw in Discord. So, out of LMU, power off the... Now, I've never had this wheelbase disconnect from anything ever before. So out, restart, shut down, restart the wheelbase. So restart the wheelbase. Into AC Rally this time. No disconnects, everything looking beautiful, fine. Had a little drive. Shut that down, opened up LMU, back into LMU. Didn't even get to the garage again. Turned off my wheelbase again. God damn it. Restarted. Oh, hello. Forgot which track I was on. Restarted. Anyway. Tried Evo. Tried PMR. Nothing was disconnecting. Must be LMU. Did a validation of LMU files. Disappeared to get something to eat. Come back. 8 files had to be restored. I thought, fair enough. Booted up LMU. Managed to do a quarter of a lap at Silverstone. And then the final time it worked for about a lap. And I didn't have time to set up for the live stream, so I came out and everything was still working. But just as LMU cleared from the Steam, you know, when it shows that the game is running in Steam, just as it came to the stop, it disconnected again. So I am at a complete loss what's going on. Things to do with the game. It has to be something to do with the programming of it, because everything else is working and I can't drive this from all of a sudden. So yeah, LMU has been a frustrating few hours for me. I will probably wait for a patch before I try and drive it again and give my opinion on it. I'm just reading chat, someone made me giggle. It sounds about right. Hiring people and not sharing the news. I think he was born and raised in Glastonbury, and I think the family, because they did all right with his understatement, and I think they ended up moving to Bristol. And one of the businesses is in Bristol. Yeah, the steering wheel's about 2 inches too far away at the moment. I don't know why I'm bothered moving it in the first place, if I'm completely honest. Hypercheeto's got a one positioned penalty. I do like this version of the Caterham. The balance of power to grip is a little bit better than some of the others. It's still not quite right, but it's not bad. It's probably the better one out of the bunch. Just for that reason. Missing some chunks out. I wouldn't be surprised. Everything else. Let me just get rid of that. Have I got something open that I shouldn't have open? I have made changes. That's the other problem. I was